Live from Port St. Lucie, Florida, this is APTV.
Welcome to APTV episode 524 for Thursday, January 11th, 2024.
This week we have banter, news, updates, a pen show, InCoWriMo, Pen Club Ink Swap news, new Retro 51, Parker Jotter New York City, a contest winner, a new contest, plus new pilot Kakunos that are coming soon.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Eric.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Nice job. That was good. What do you call a group of legumes that are building a bridge?
Hard workers.
No. The Peas Corps. Ba-dump.
Good.
I don't know if he's going to cut here and insert something, but we could just continue if you like, because I know when you do it, you don't ever stop.
I'd love to move on.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. They're in Florida. I guess we should say that.
Yeah.
The Andersons.
Far away in the warm weather.
Far away in the warm.
When we're supposed to get a whole bunch of snow.
We already got it.
Oh, yeah. Well, by the time this is out, we got a whole bunch of snow, and they're in sunny Florida. It's probably like 75.
Yeah, it's in the 70s. And probably no snow.
Yeah, probably.
That's okay. That's okay. This weekend, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is the first pen show of the year. Do you know where it is?
Well, I already saw it, but I wouldn't have known otherwise.
No? Where is it?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia Pen Show runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I will be there.
Oh,
I will be there.
Yes, that's right.
Because that's my show. I run that show, phillypenshow.com. If you happen to be there, I'm usually at the registration table. Please do say hello. A good time, always. You should come.
You know, maybe I should talk to HR about getting off.
What's happening this Saturday?
This Saturday, January 13th, is National Rubber Ducky Day.
Right in the middle of the pen show.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the pen show is National Rubber Ducky Day. I have my rubber ducky from last year. Going back to the pen show now, the first 200 attendees on Saturday, Rubber Ducky Day, get a free rubber ducky.
You know, I've got a friend, they're not rubber, but they have really itty-bitty ducks that they'll hide around places. Like they're
I saw those.
Little blue ones.
Tiny ones.
Yeah, they'll take those and hide them around where you'll just find them later.
Oh, you should do that. You should do that.
I should supply you with a bunch of ducks.
You've got time. Shall I say what's happening on Monday?
Yes, what's happening Monday?
It's a holiday.
Holiday.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That is the day I will be flying back to Appleton.
That's also the day that we always used to do back and forth with my grandmother when we lived in Florida. We would make the drive across the state from the west side to the east side to go see her. So we'd always meet in the middle at a specific McDonald's at the top of a hill. It was very fun.
You have a memory of McDonald's, a specific McDonald's.
It's exactly halfway. It was in Yeehaw Junction.
Yeehaw Junction.
And so you'd meet at the McDonald's at the top of the hill and do the trade-off. You'd have lunch.
Is that when they're flying back from Florida? No, they're coming back.
No, they're...
late Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Late tomorrow. I'm going to talk about InCoWriMo, which is coming up. International Correspondence Writing Month. Or do you know all about that?
I don't.
Okay.
I know NaNoWriMo, which is for writers.
This is a nod to NaNoWriMo because NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, where I think they want you to write a 10,000-word novel.
I think it's 100,000.
That couldn't possibly be.
It's 100,000 words, and it's just get the words out because so many people struggle to write them out.
I think it's 80,000 because 100 is too much, but I've done it like a decade ago, and I think it was 80.
I'd have to double check. We can.
At any rate, that's NaNoWriMo. I'm talking about InCoWriMo, International Correspondence Writing Month. That's February, one a day, every day February, where you challenge yourself to write one card or letter or note by hand and deliver it one a day, every day in February. Cute. I cannot believe you don't know about this.
I was just actually talking to my grandmother about sending her letters in Florida.
Oh, well, you can do it in February.
She has such difficulty getting things to my address, so maybe if I send them to her, we'll be able to do that. It'll work out.
Does she not know your address?
Well, she has it. The mail doesn't seem to.
Oh, yeah. You can tell me all about the Appleton Pen Club.
Appleton Pen Club. The theme is Ink Swap. So we've been off of the Pen Club for a while, but we're coming back around, and it's on January 20th, which is only 9 days away from...
It's a Saturday, is it?
Yes, it's Saturday. So the store will close at 2 p.m., and immediately following will be the Pen Club, so 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
2 to 4, so right here in the store.
Yes, here in the store in Appleton.
When the store closes.
When the store closes.
Okay.
Sample vials and pipettes will be supplied, so you can sample out ink between attendees because
fantastic.
It's swapping out ink.
Yeah.
You can bring new acquisitions that you've gotten to show off and brag about and tell
both
tales.
Ink and pens.
Ink and pens,
and paper, I suppose.
And paper, yeah.
Whatever you want to...
Any pen stuff.
Pen stuff.
And Brian may or may not be persuaded to show off some unlisted vintage.
May or may not. Please.
May or may not.
Who can stop him? Who can stop him?
You couldn't stop him if we tried.
I will be there. Will you be there?
I don't know.
It's a Saturday.
Oh, I think I'm out of town that weekend.
Yeah, I'll bet you are.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll be there. 'Cause, I like pen meets. That sounds like a pen meet.
Yeah.
I might even have some ink to share.
Where do fruits go on vacation? Paris.
Because this is just in.
Just in.
Just in, and probably just gone, too. So
Yeah,
we
most
apologize in advance, but the Retro 51 Tornado Popper Day and Night is arriving this week and will probably be here and sold by the time this airs. But I'm going to read this here, and Justin will show you pretty pictures of it. The latest Tornado Popper Day and Night is designed by pastel artist Katie Klassman and radiates with a dreamy, vibrant, expressionist palette. Klassman designed this tornado rollerball with a dramatic navy blue to orange ombre, or colorway for Brian, from the twist top to the nose cone. The night sky flows down the pen barrel through the trees to the blossoms, creating a swirling and energetic current. This rollerball will invigorate and inspire you to take on the new year with gusto and moxie. I like moxie. You've got moxie.
I've got, well.
And I think it's I've only seen the pictures.
It's very
You've seen
pretty.
them. It's very
Yes.
pretty. Very, they say pastel.
It's
It
not.
looks kind of boldish to me.
Yeah, it's very bright. So
Bold
it's not
pastel.
pastel colors, but made with pastel chalk.
Oh, okay. Okay. Limited to 964, and each pen is numbered. Where is it numbered? Does it say that?
Yeah, up on the top.
On the top. Cool. I'm not going to get one, but it's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
You can tell us all about this lovely pen.
The Parker Jotter Special Edition, New York City. Yay. It's very cool. I actually love the sleek metal. The Parker Jotter Special Edition, New York City ballpoint features a matte black metal barrel and cap with an image inspired by the New York City skyline at night. Polished chrome trim accents the powder coating of the pen. The refill extends and retracts by depressing the push button mechanism on the top of the cap. Satisfying click sound lets you know that the mechanism is engaged.
Was that a satisfying click sound?
It's very satisfying.
Let me try
That's
that.
real
Let
good.
me try that. I do like the Jotters. Yeah. They're generally a little too thin, but everybody needs a ballpoint, and a Jotter is a good one. And this one, I was using it just before we went on. These windows here are a little kind of grippy.
Yeah, yeah.
So even though it's still thin, it kind of fits nicely in the hand.
Yeah, really good texture for grip.
And, I mean, it's New York.
Yeah.
Did you know I love New York?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I made up that saying. I love New York.
Hope you copyrighted it.
No, someone else did before I got there.
Just in
Just in?
Kuretake Bimoji.
Yeah, you
felt
tell me all
tip
about these
pens.
because you know about these.
Yeah, I had bought these years ago before they arrived here. These are really cool. Now they have an extended line. I think they only had one or two sizes.
They look like brush pens.
They are felt tip pens that have a lot of flex to them, so they can act really well for
they
calligraphy.
kind of act, and they almost look like you could dip them or you fill them with ink, but they probably have ink in them.
They do have ink in them, yeah. But they're really nice. They have really good flow. They're really great, especially for things like in Japanese with the calligraphy that you need to do a lot of the lettering properly.
The kanji. And
So we have the extra fine, medium, and broad, and they are actually like really juicy, nice dark black ink. They're
okay,
really
but I
lovely.
imagine that like the extra fine can go a little wider.
Yeah, you can press down on them with the felt
But
tip.
the broad won't get any thinner. So I want the extra fine.
The broad can actually get pretty thin.
Can it?
It's just not going to be as thin as the extra fine. So
Right.
if you
So I'll start with extra fine.
if you go on the tip and then you can push down and flex with it. So it's just that the broad has more flex and more body to push
Is it
into.
a longer tip?
I think it's slightly longer.
Oh, maybe
but
that's
not
what
by a
makes
lot.
it broad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're really useful.
Apparently, I'm going to need one of each.
Yes.
Just so I know these things. Because I like brush pens, but they're a pain at the same time.
They can be.
Feeding them, filling them, and cleaning them.
Yep.
The cleaning a nib is hard enough. Cleaning brushes is, I'll take these.
Yeah, I
In
tend
fact, I'll
to-
just take these right now.
Sure, right now,
There we
check
go.
them on out. When I do brush pens, I tend to do actual brushes because brush pens are a little harder to work with. So I'd rather have a felt tip for more of those fine details and then use a brush with whatever
That's
kind of
right.
ink.
You do a lot of work with brushes.
I do, actually, a
And
lot of
then
our Think
you
Thursdays.
Clean them and hang them to dry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do our Think Thursday art, and so a lot of the time I'll use
I
a
don't
brush.
have the patience for that.
That's why I do them.
Well, I'll use them, but then I need somebody else to clean them.
Yeah.
But I think probably the main problem is I want them to be really, really 100% clean. And maybe that's impossible.
They'll stain.
They'll stain, yeah. Anyway, Kuretake.
Kuretake.
What do kids play when they have nothing else to do? Board games.
Lindsay.
Eric.
You did not do the podcast last week, did you?
I did not.
Neither did I. But apparently they did a contest. And there's 2 questions. I don't know how that happened. I think you're responsible for the pasta question.
I think slightly because there was a pasta day.
It was Spaghetti Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, Spaghetti Day.
National Spaghetti Day, and that led to what's your favorite pasta. Mm-hmm. The contest question was, do you have any New Year pen-related rituals? And since we weren't here, I'll ask you, do you have any New Year pen-related rituals of any kind?
Starting my Hobonichi.
Did you get one this year?
I did, actually. I got the one with the flowers on it. The tan. I don't remember the name of it.
Is it a week's or is it the day free or the Hun?
It's the Hun.
The Hun, okay.
I got the A5 size.
And what do you think? Is this your first time with a Hobo?
It is my first time.
Okay.
Well, no, I've had the weeks before. I've not had one of the A5 sizes, but having the A5 size is nice to be able to have all the room to write. I've been trying to do some daily journaling, so that's been working out for me so far. It's not every single day, but most days.
I've seen some of your journals, and you do it right. I don't do it like that. I just make notes.
It's a lot of work.
Oh, is it work or is it a joy?
It's a joy, but it's work.
I don't have any pen-related rituals. I don't think. Can't think of it. Not for New Year's.
Yeah.
Maybe rituals at pen shows. Buy all the pens. Mm-hmm. At any rate, I collected some comments. I'll read one, then you can read one. How's
Great.
that sound?
That works.
Mike DR, or Doctor, says, linguine. See, start right off with pasta. Linguine all the way. Pasta is surprisingly easy to make from scratch. We have a pasta maker attachment for our mixer that works great. Do you make your own pasta?
I've always wanted to, but I've never had the kitchen space or opportunity to.
Okay.
Tara Colazzi says, this year I started by cleaning pens. Not a ritual, but when your hubby gets you an ultrasonic for Christmas, ooh, I'm jealous.
Well, I don't know. Then you're kind of breaking in your Christmas present because the ultrasonic is a present. Yeah. I do like cleaning pens with an ultrasonic because it cuts down on the number of flushings and all that. And I have the same problem with pens as I do with brushes. I want them really, really clean.
Me too.
Which is why I pick one ink and I just stick with it. Brian Marsh. As for the first question, tortellini, delicious. A New Year's pen ritual, ? No. But I did decide to use more of my vintage pens and to have at least one in rotation all year.
I love that.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Paul, what did Paul say?
Paul Herman said, I haven't met pasta I didn't like.
Now that's my take.
I'm with you, Paul.
I have not met
love pasta.
Let me think. There's never been a pasta I haven't liked.
I don't.
Well, pasta's pasta. It's what's with it.
Yeah.
I like pasta dishes.
Yeah, the noodles themselves, usually pretty good.
Steve Ruckel, have a great trip to Florida. I grew up in Niceville, Florida. Now, I read that, and I said, there is no such place as Niceville, Florida. I have to look this up. This sounds like Clark Kent, who lives in Smallville. So I did look it up. It is a place. It's right just north of my favorite place in Florida, which is Destin.
I don't know where Destin is.
It's on the Panhandle.
Oh, okay.
But I like the beaches in Destin, white beaches. Yeah. Your turn. Brian, what did Brian say? This is not Brian.
Not our Brian. Brian Witt says, I don't normally have a New Year's pen ritual, but this year with the pen club restarting, I'll be making sure mine are clean and inked for the first time for the meeting.
Fantastic, Brian. Clean those pens. I'll meet you here. Paul McHugh, my current fave for pasta is bucatini. It's like a thicker spaghetti with a hole in the middle. Holds a nice amount of sauce. And I had to look that up because I got a picture of it based on the description. And it's exactly what it is. It's a thicker spaghetti with a hole that runs all the way through it.
Like spaghetti straws?
Like spaghetti straws. I've never seen it that I know of. I'll have to try that. Rich is all yours. Rich
Johnson says, great episode. Thanks. I don't have a ritual. However, on the 31st, I did finally clean my TWSBI 580, which I had never done since getting it in spring 2022. Doesn't write any different. So is pen cleaning a monthly necessity, or is that a myth? Or am I just lucky? Or is it because TWSBI is the GOAT? Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds.
Inquiring.
Good, Rich, well, you've answered your own question based on what you've done here. You haven't cleaned your pen in quite some time, and it didn't seem to do. The only reason I clean a pen is if I'm putting a different ink in it or I'm putting it away.
I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I might be. If you're using it consistently and using like consistently filling it with ink and going through it, it's probably still going to keep writing fine for a while, but cleaning it should still be done to help make sure that nothing's like sitting in there, right?
I wouldn't.
No?
I don't.
Some of mine I
Especially a
don't.
nice modern pen like a TWSBI? No.
Yeah, I've left my TWSBIs for a while and they still write great.
If I'm going to not use it for a while, I'll clean it out before I put it away. Or if I'm changing inks. And maybe, Rich, I'd say once a year.
I don't set mine down for a while personally, purposefully. I don't do it on,
It happens accidentally.
Yeah, they just disappear from my life for a little while.
Rich only has one pen, so he probably doesn't do that.
Well, then he's probably fine.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Maybe once a year because I don't know what ink you're using in there, but some inks do go bad.
Yeah, I had an ink go bad in one of my pens. It was a real tragedy.
And you don't want that happening inside the pen because it's bad enough when it's in the bottle.
Yeah.
But if it happens in the pen, so I'd say once a year because I assume you use it every day. So yeah, and then you're filling it once a month. Perfect. There's a winner. A winner of this week's contest is James Madchemiker, whose comment is, I don't have any New Year pen rituals, but I need to finish my Christmas cards that I procrastinated on in December. I hope that doesn't become a ritual. Or you're getting an early start on this year's Christmas cards. So James, write to me, Eric@AndersonPens.com, and I will put a $20 credit on your Anderson Pens account. I made this up without even talking to you first because you weren't there.
I was not
there.
New
contest. And I took this question from Brian Marsh's comment. Brian said, I did decide to use more of my vintage pens and to have at least one in rotation all year. And that got me to thinking, the question for this week is, do you have a pen rotation? And if you do, how many pens are in the rotation at any given time? Do you have enough pens for a rotation?
I do.
You do? Do you have a rotation?
Yes, but not with any rhyme or reason. It's just whatever's nearest to me in that moment. So I have a Pilot Custom 74 in the forest green that I got at the pen show, the store opening show. I don't know what else to call it.
Pen party.
Pen party, that's it. That's what it was called. I have that one I got at the pen party. I have the iridescent Kakuno, which I like. It goes with me a lot more frequently, but depends on if it's near me. And then I have two TWSBIs, one that's white and one that's the transparent blue. And it's, what room am I in? Where are they sitting at? What's nearest to my body?
Is this your entire collection?
I have a couple of others, but those are the ones I use most frequently. I have two that I specifically use for doing Think Thursdays.
All right, so basically your rotation is all your pens are inked all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm beyond that. Not all my pens are inked. But I don't have any specific rotation where I go once a month and pick these. This month I want to use these 4 pens. I don't know how I do it, but I do have pens that are inked, and I pick one up to use it. So I'm actually curious as to what people do for their rotation. If you have a rotation, how do you decide what to do and how many pens? I mean, I could ink all of them up, but I would never use them all. So that's the question for this week. One commenter will be selected at random to win a $20 credit to your Anderson Pens account.
Coming soon.
And you like these pens, don't you?
I do like them.
Yeah, so tell us all about them, please.
Pilot Kakunos. Pilot is expanding the Kakuno fountain pen lineup with 5 translucent colors, and of course, Pilot puts unique character faces on the Kakuno nibs. Translucent blue has a mustache and a tie. Translucent coral has a grin and a necklace. Translucent aqua has a classic smile. Translucent pink has a grin and a bow, and translucent green has a pacifier. Each color will be available in fine or medium. Each pen includes an ink cartridge, and each pen is made from at least 70% recycled material. That's pretty nice.
That is pretty good. And when I read pacifier, I had to go look at the pictures. So how do you, what is that going to look like? Looks like a pacifier.
Good.
I don't know that you've had a chance to see them yet.
I've seen some of them, but not the nibs. I've seen the bodies, so I've seen some of the colors.
Yeah, nice colors. But when I read that there's a pacifier, I had to go look at the nibs. Pictures of the nibs. We don't have them. I don't know when they're coming yet. I thought there was something else coming soon. There's a new TWSBI coming soon.
There are new TWSBIs, yes.
So new TWSBI coming soon.
Don't know when those are.
Pre-sales will be the 17th, which is Wednesday. No, the 17th, whatever that is. And ship date is the 19th.
It is a Wednesday.
It's okay. Wednesday is pre-sales, shipping on Friday. Next week, it is TWSBI 580, Diamond 580 ALR, and he's calling it black. And I've seen the pictures. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I think we got that email while you were gone already.
Probably so.
You're at the store today.
Yeah.
You're at the store today. Anything else?
I just wanted to say with Kakunos that I really like them because they're very beginner friendly and they're like heftier.
They are thick-ish, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're cute. And I like these translucent colors, and they sort of somehow make you hold the nib correctly to the paper.
Somehow. I don't know what the science is behind that product
not like
design.
Lami's triangulation on there, but somehow it gets you to hold the pen right.
Just sits nice.
Inexpensive and cute.
Yes.
Inexpensive. I like that.
It's a good starter pen.
I like that in a pen.
Well, they don't feel super cheap either.
They are not.
Yeah. So it's just a nice thing to be able to say, I want to get into fountain pens. I want something nice, but I'm not looking to spend $500. What do I get? Well, if you want to start out as a Kakuno, now they've got more colors.
I kind of like these colors.
Yeah.
I like translucent colors.
Me too.
And they're happy. They're happy colors with happy little faces on the nibs. I mean, what's the complaint? I'll just have to get one of each, huh?
Good.
That and the Jotter and the Kuretakes, I'm set.
One of everything today.
One of everything. Just keep me out of a pen store. Once you read the first one, I'll read the next one, and we'll go from there.
Thanks for joining us.
Tune in next week for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
You can check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
Like this video and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. We probably won't. I won't be here next week. Will you be here next week? We expect the Andersons here next week.
I'll be physically present somewhere in town.
See ya.